Hi and welcome to my second video. And in this video, I wanted to introduce Alfie to you. Alfie is 5.5 years old. He's going to be 6 years old this summer. He is a rescue dog. We rescued him when he was just a little puppy. And it was so special the first time we met him because he was acting like we had known each other forever. So it was love at first sight, right? So he is my world. He is my furry baby. And we have always, both my husband and I, we have always had a lot of dogs. And before Alfie, we had 3 dogs. And when we lost the last one, due to age, I was absolutely devastated. I was, in fact, so devastated, so I had a hard time functioning. And I decided that right there and then, I could not handle having another dog because I couldn't handle losing another dog. Um, but a few months went by and we saw Alfie on a picture and we decided to go meet him. And there it was. He came into our lives like our little angel. So yeah, um, when it comes to um, his what breeds are in him, he's a mix. So we did a DNA on him. We did that pretty quick actually when we got him, and he is golden retriever and standard poodle. And he has a little bit of a beard, so we think that comes from the poodle. Yeah, and then he has boxer in him, and this is really funny too. He has a tiny percentage of Chihuahua. hmm Chihuahua. Yeah, that's hard to believe, but yeah, there it is. Just a little percentage. Yeah. Uh, Alfie is a very sensitive dog. He's a very good listener. He's also a tough dog. He's a very protective dog. He's very sweet. He is very loving. Um, yeah, he is just the perfect dog, right? Yeah. so, um, so what I was going to talk a little bit about is that Alfie used to eat years ago. He ate kibbles and um, just regular dog food out of a good brand, and he started to get stomach problems. And we tried different brands, and nothing seemed to work. So what I did was that when he ate kibbles, we used to give him, on the side, vegetables, fresh fruit, uh, cooked vegetables, things like that. So what I started to do was that I decided that I was going to start cooking for him from scratch, organic food, and see if that could help his stomach. This is about 3 years ago. He started to get diarrhea and extremely much mucus in his stool. We went to our veterinarian, and he got antibiotics and prebiotics, and that helped. But then it happened again, and yes, it happened again, and you were very sick, and you were throwing up, and you had diarrhea, and you didn't feel good. Yeah. So I started to experiment a little bit with his food. So his main protein intake are eggs, chicken breast, chicken thighs, um, no beef. He can't handle that. And also sometimes salmon. It's just that his stomach can't really handle too much fat, so we need to be careful when it comes to the salmon, even if that is a good fat with omega-3, but need to be careful not too much. So then his carbs are basically from sweet potato, regular potatoes, mostly sweet potato, and he likes that the best too. And then also rice and boria rice or jasmine, a rice that is more sticky. The brown rice doesn't work that well. It needs to be a sticky rice. Um, I give him blueberries. I give him raspberries. He loves, he's not a picky eater at all. And he loves fruit, fresh fruit, and he loves vegetables. He eats carrots a lot, raw like they are. The only thing that I don't give him raw is cauliflower and broccoli. So I cook cauliflower and broccoli for him. I steam it or I put it in the oven, boil it, whatever. And I usually do like a big like a big pot like this where I just have everything. I just mix it together and I keep it in the fridge afterwards. And then he has a multivitamin powder and prebiotics that I also give him from time to time. I just want to mention also something very important that I have to mention is that I'm not a professional by any means at all. I'm not a professional nutritionist, I'm not a veterinarian, but I am a pet parent and I am doing what I think is best for my dog. So please consult your dog's veterinarian if you are thinking about maybe doing a major change in your dog's diet. I just need to get that out there. But of course, if you would have any questions about anything that I do for Alfie when it comes to his food intake, please don't be afraid to ask. I will answer any questions the best I can to my knowledge. But it's very important to consult the veterinarian and also let your veterinarian know that you are planning on doing a change, and they can also help you with the best protein intake and carbs for your dog. Yeah. So yeah, we are so happy that this has been working for Alfie because it brought a lot of worry and we just didn't know what to do. And so we are very happy that we took that path. And he is just so healthy. Every time we go to the veterinarian, he's telling us how healthy he is and that his coat is shiny and his teeth are looking good and his eyes and his ears. And that just makes us so, so happy. And of course, there is also a budget change when it comes to cooking from scratch and organic. But I have a lot of great tips how you can do this and still keep the costs down. It depends on what stores you are shopping at. It depends on if you are buying when they have a sale, and if you could maybe sometimes ask the store if you can buy in bulk. Maybe you have a farm nearby where you can buy eggs from that farmer. Maybe you can even buy chicken there, and maybe you can get a bulk price and you can freeze it. It's the same thing when it comes to rice and potatoes. If you can buy maybe sometimes big packs and then maybe see when they have a sale and then see to it that you stock up on that food. That is what we are doing. But that would be another video where I could talk more about the budget and tips on how to source food. Also, another thing is that Alfie loves arugula. He absolutely loves it. And if you have a garden, then you can grow your own food for your dog too, just like you do for yourself. You could grow broccoli, which is a very important food for a dog, and you could grow greens that dogs can eat, carrots, maybe potatoes, even both regular potatoes and sweet potatoes. And there is so many things that can be done to keep the cost down to cook for your own dog. And the thing is with cooking from scratch that I have a passion for, that is that I know what's in the food. I know that I don't put in any fillers of any kind. It's just clean, good food which I could also then give a little bit less of to Alfie because I know that he gets all these nutrients packed in this food. So there are no fillers. So that is also something to think about. Anyway, I'm going to round it up here now. And Alfie's laying down. And I'm so glad that you could meet him today. And he will be with me in many upcoming videos. And yeah, and thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for listening. And if there was anything in this video that you learned or that you like, please consider subscribing to my channel because I am a new channel. This is just my second video. And the last video I made, I got, I think it was 17 views. And that was my very first one. And I got one subscriber. And I was like, yay, I got one subscriber. So that would make me so happy if you want to subscribe. Yeah, no pressure at all, but it would make me really happy. Okay, thank you so much again for being here, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.